It's a song that I used to love so much, but now everybody loves it because of stupid Stranger Things. Can't believe it. Literally, Running Up That Hill has been ruined by all these Stranger Things fans. Now everybody likes it. And me. I used to have something special. I'm never again gonna hope that stuff I love gets, popular with everybody. God damn it. But anyway, what's up? We're waiting for the alert to go out to everybody. Rybotch, get out of my chat, Rybotch, you scumbag, Rybotch. Get out of here, Rybotch, you piece of crap. You garbage fuckhead. You moron. You think I'm in your chats, you idiot. Get out of my chat, Rybotch. Go to hell and die. Go to hell and die, Rybotch. God damn it.
Bully. You're a bully. Bully. I hate bullies.
I actually really like you, Rybotch. I don't know why. By the way, I burnt my nose again. You guys like that? Oh, there goes Rybotch. He's gone, guys. Rybotch's gone again. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Rybotch.
Rybotch. Finish it. Rybotch rules.
Throw him over the top rope. He's over the top rope, and he's been eliminated from the JCS Sunday Night Battle Royale, baby. Woo! He's gone, baby. He's been eliminated. We eliminated Rybotch.
Finish it, Necromancer. Yeah. You want to be my Necromancer? Diablo.
You want to be my Necromancer? Guys, let's start the show, everybody. Let's start the show.
Wrestling! What's up, wrestling fans? It's me, JC from New York here. Yeah, bro. Hey, join me for Off the Dick. What's up, wrestling fans? It's me, JC from New York here. Yeah, bro. Hey, join me for Off the Dick.
Oh, man.
What's up, wrestling?
Jesus. Is that right? What's up, Rybotch? You want a piece of this? You want a piece of this rye snack? Rye snack? You want a rye snack? What up, Hugh? Yeah, man, I love Kate Bush. But the problem is, Stranger Things has now ruined one of my favorite songs. That is legit one of my favorite songs of all time. Like, in my top 10, top 20, and I don't even have that. I love too many songs to really just start narrowing down songs. But that has always been one of my favorite songs. And now it's like, dude, when I saw it in Stranger Things, I was like, oh my God, no. And I didn't really think about it. I just thought, like, at first I was like, oh, cool. Like, oh, that's one of my favorite songs. But they put a lot of songs in Stranger Things all the time. So I'm always like, oh, whatever. But then when I saw my wife reacting to it and other people, and I went, oh, no. This is going to become a thing. Like, and so now, like, one of my favorite songs is going to be ruined because everybody and their mother is going to be talking about it. Yeah. So I think Kate Bush, I love the original, but I think Meg Myers did one of the best. I remember when Placebo first covered it years and years ago, and Placebo has this it's a very sad, like, slow version of it that's very different. But then, of course, I thought Meg Myers did a great cover of it 2 years ago. It's been 2 years. Hard to believe it's been 2 years now since she covered it, but Meg Myers' cover is amazing. She got 2 million views over the past 2 weeks because of Stranger Things, which is great because I love Meg Myers. Like, I really do. I love her. It's amazing how she went from, like, girl next door look to, like, looking like a full-on psycho. Has anyone seen Meg Myers recently? I know this is, like, off topic. By the way, Beat the Clock tonight. 30 minutes are going up on the clock, and we'll see if we can stay on the air and how long I'll stay on the air tonight. We'll do $5 will equal 3 minutes, and we'll see how long the show will go tonight. It's up to you guys. And also, so I got a lot to talk about. There's some little bit, a tiny bit of political stuff to talk about coming up later. We've got Diablo 4 dropped today. I'm going to react to some of that with you guys. A lot of people asking me about Diablo 4 today. Bethesda, I mean, there was a lot of news today in gaming. We'll talk whatever gaming you want to talk about gaming. There's plenty to talk about, but I, of course, want to feature Diablo since I'm a big Diablo person. And hopefully there won't be any microtransactions like Diablo Immortal. I don't mind Diablo Immortal because I understand it's a phone game. If it funds the other games, if Diablo Immortal helps fund Diablo 4, the game I really love, then, you know, fine, so be it, right? But yeah, so Meg Myers looks way different. She used to look like the girl next door. You know what I mean? Like when she first started, like 8 years ago or 10 years ago, rather. You know, she had this look. She was like, yo, I'm the girl next door. What's up, baby? Like, whatever. But then, you know, then she kind of changed and got this more like, I don't know what you call it, like feministy look to her. But I still think she's hot there too. And then she kind of got this look, and she got a little darker, cut her hair. And but my favorite look of hers is her. I think my favorite look of Meg is her girl next door look, when she looks like a real girl next door, like nice, you know, kind of like Joey from Dawson's Creek or something. But now she looks like goddamn Marilyn Manson from Mechanical Animals. Like she shaved her head except for the back of it and dyed her hair blue. And I mean, like, you should, like, I'm like, wow, she has gone off the rails. Like, she's gone overboard. She's kind of whacked out too, but I like it. I follow her on Patreon a bit for $1 a month. And she is into like that we're all like light and that we're all together in some way and we're all numbers on a cosmic journey. It's weird. And that's kind of how I am, that there's a big awakening going on with everybody, and like energy really matters, and we might be actually gods ourselves, and that's what we really are. Like, she's in all that sort of stuff, and I know that some of you are like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I've had an awakening myself to that realization, I think. So I'm kind of in that space, and she's kind of getting in that space, and so I feel this connection that we're both discovering things together. It's weird. Although I'm having a terrible time in my real life, like, so I don't know what to say, but something about that is got some truth, I think, and she's kind of tapping into that. So I find her interesting that she's coming into that, but she's totally different looking than back when she used to look like this, you know. And I think that I like all of her looks. I don't mind any of her changes. I like how she looks no matter what she does. But that girl next door look this is the best. When she looked like this was the, you know, Dawson's Creek girl next door. Like, and then you marry her, and then you find out that she turns into like Marilyn Manson from Mechanical Animals. You know, you're like, oh, you know, I don't know. But it's kind of hard to believe that she is this same girl. You know, that this is her, you know, that she was this sort of like country looking girl next door, and she has gone like full on like LA. Like LA is just like, it looks like she used to be from Tennessee, and then LA threw up on her. You know what I mean? Like, she used to look like that, but now she's lived in LA, and like it's like all of LA is thrown up on her, and she's like, okay, now I'm bald except for the back of my hair, and got all these colors. But I like that too, because I like people that look different. So it's like one of those things where it's like, I still think she looks good, and she looks pretty still and interesting and whatever. But it's like that doesn't. But it's amazing how it's amazing how she used to look like a full-on 10 as a girl next door. Like an unbelievable. And now she kind of like a lot of different people can look like that, because a lot of people can throw makeup on and colors in their hair and their face, and they can kind of cover themselves up. You know what I mean? A lot of people can kind of look like this, but it's like not a lot of people can look that good as the girl next door. You know what I mean? Like she did. So I think, I don't know, I don't know, but interesting. It's funny how people change over the years, or they change their looks and things like that. I've always found people's look changes to be interesting, like over the years. No matter what you do or what you are, I've just always found how we get older and look different as we change, and to be interesting, and I'm not a big change person, as some people may know, obviously. Because look at me, I never look much different than I always do, except for right now when I have my nose is bleeding because I burned it the other day. Oh, Ryback, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to go away, Ryback. Why are you lying, Bullfrog? Why are you lying, Bullfrog? By the way, credit to Tony for that intro. JD driving in the car. Good idea by him. I borrowed it. Got to give him credit though, because it's just funny. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Tony from Riva. There's a lot of stuff going on, you know. But yeah, I do want to. I will talk a little bit about the Diablo stuff in a minute. But let me just move over here. Let me get the clock up. Let me get the clock running, guys. If we make it to the 1 hour mark, I will go over to Discord. If there's anybody in Discord, I will add people to the show from Discord. That's how Beat the Clock usually works. So I will do that. Let me just go ahead and get the clock going. I hope all you guys are having a good Sunday. And some people are back to work tomorrow. I'm not until late, but I still do have to do a lot of things tomorrow. Let me throw up the 30 minutes on the clock, and we'll see what goes on. $5 equals 3 minutes. And let's get the clock up here. It is Beat the Clock Sunday night, or Beat the Meat Sunday night, whatever you want to call it. There's the countdown beginning right now. Someone asked for the link. Let me just go ahead and hook you up with the better link. I have a couple different links, but here it is. There's the link. Just anybody wants to have fun tonight, there's the link. If you want to support the show, keep the show rolling as late as you want. A couple weeks ago, we were up 7 hours on the show. So we've had a lot of different records here. I forget what episode this is. I got to put the episode on later. I think this is episode 11 or 12. Give Ryback about another hour, and he'll get psycho and tweet some more weird shit. That's a great point, Evo General. You know, I think he starts having drinks at night, and he starts getting loaded, and then he freaks out. That's what I think. I think he freaks out, and he gets loaded, and then he just starts wiling out on Twitter. You know what I mean? That's what he does. He just loses it. He's like, you know what? Let's go fucking crazy. Let's go for a little drive, you know? Let's go for a little drive. Let's go for a little drive, everybody. You guys want to go for a drive?
What's up, wrestling fans? It's me, JC from New York here. Yeah, bro. Hey, join me for Off the Dick. What's up, wrestling fans? It's me, JC from New York here. Yeah, bro. Hey, join me for Off the Dick.
Wow.
What's up?
Off the dick. It's going to be off the hook, bro. It's going to be off the hook. Dude, you know what I'm mad at? These goddamn birds. We're going to get to Diablo 4 in a second. I was just kind of giving everybody some time to get in here. Guys, if you can, hit the like button and stick the thumb up my rectum, please. Then we'll talk about Diablo in a second. But yeah, one of the things, just waiting for everybody to get in here, make sure everybody gets in here on Beat the Clock Sunday night, special Sunday night stream of Beat the Clock. A bird took a dump on my stove, and I was really upset about it. Or maybe several birds. There's like 17 shits on it. So I don't know what bird did this, but some piece of shit bird. Look at this fucking thing. All in the top of this stove right here. Took a dump on my stove. I went out today to I was thinking about cooking soup on it and then grabbing a bowl and sitting on my hammock. And a goddamn bird took a just all over the goddamn stove. I was so pissed off. I was like, you serious? I got to wash this now? Because now it's like if I cook, is like the shit going to curdle up all on the stove? So now it's like I got to wash the stove off. There's just white shit everywhere. Guano. I really enjoyed the Diablo release today when they said, like, all hell breaks loose. Like, I thought that was funny, bro. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm a loser. But I started laughing at the trailer when they said all hell breaks loose. By the way, do you know how I figured out about Diablo today? I forgot about it, to be honest. You know what I mean? I completely kind of forgot about Diablo, and what happened is I was outside cleaning up all this fucking bullshit in my backyard, and all of a sudden I got like 900 messages or like DMs and stuff like, are you freaking out right now? And I was like, what? I don't know. What? And then I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I knew something was coming soon. I signed up for the beta the other day. JC from Braintree. That's right, that rhymes. That's pretty good. I actually used to live right next door to Braintree, so that makes sense. Not a Diablo fan. They don't like open world. This is open world. Diablo 4 is going to be open world. So, I mean, it's, limited open world. Is because, I mean, Diablo's not an open world game. So, it's like limited open world. If that makes any sense to me. To you. From me. 26 minutes on the clock, baby. All the donations are active. Keep the show going. And Sunday night can turn into Monday morning really quickly here on Beat the Clock.
Generation of action RPG.
Let's go.
Melding monster slaying and loot collecting with a fully realized open world.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's gory and unnerving. It's creepy.
Diablo 4 is all about player choice.
It takes all of the pillars of a Diablo game and just expands them with all of the
That person sounds like well, never mind.
new features that people really love and appreciate in modern games.
I like the werebear. I'm down with the
Whoever you
werebear.
see yourself being, you can create in Diablo 4.
It's important.
Really, I don't think so, because I see myself being a dwarf midget cock smoker. I don't think I can be that. What I will say is, obviously, this looks like a sort of an update Diablo 3. It obviously looks like basically what we thought Diablo 3 was going to be as far as visuals. Looks more like visually like what I think people would have liked from after Diablo 2. Trying to kind of recapture the darkness of Diablo 2 that Diablo 3 really didn't have. I've actually grown to like Diablo 3. I know that that's crazy, but literally after the first few months of Diablo 3, I got used to it and was like, I still don't get why they did this, but now I'm nostalgic about Diablo 3 the same way that I was nostalgic about Diablo 2. It's funny because I spent so much time in the first 2 years of Diablo 3 wishing and wondering why it wasn't like Diablo 2. But now I love Diablo 3, and I don't play Diablo 2 as much at all. I almost never play it at all anymore. But I see them as different games. Like, they're just so different, but I'm happy that I have two different style versions of Diablo to play. It's weird. So I'm hoping this game does the same thing. As long as Diablo 3 can stay online, because if they got rid of Diablo 3 from servers or something, and you couldn't play it anymore, that would be awful. Because that game is fun how it is right now online with seasons. It's fun for about a week or two for a season, and then it's not fun anymore for like 2 months. And so I hope that they fix that about Diablo 3, because I'm hoping to play Diablo 4, and then at some points to take a break and play Diablo 3 still. Play the seasons of Diablo 3 still. And then go back to Diablo 4. I'm hoping for that. To be able to switch around with games. But if they made it similar to Diablo 3 or exactly like Diablo 3 or whatever, then I would just want to play that. I probably wouldn't switch. But if there's a difference. So I'm hoping for that hybrid of Diablo 2 meets Diablo 3 meets whatever new ideas they have and current ideas that other games have. It looks great, though. This game just looks awesome. And maybe Path of Exile still has a more like interesting darkness to it and grittiness to it. This has still that smoother Blizzard look, but that usually allows for better gameplay, I guess. So I think this game looks really good. Like it really does. Some people are like, "Oh, it looks like this is old," but that's only because Diablo 3 came out in 2012,
Robust character customization, because then I can play the fantasy that I want to play.
Oh yeah, baby. I'll play her. Look at that.
It allows you to switch around your playstyle as well.
Everything feels very powerful and fun.
one of the really cool things about having an open world is your journey that you take throughout Diablo 4.
There you go. There's your open world.
There's no linear path that you have to follow.
So there's no linear path to follow. That's usually, I guess, good, but it's also bad for me because, you know what I figured it out is because I have such ADD, I don't do well. Like, I'm terrible at WoW. I cannot play World of Warcraft. I just can't do it. I get lost. I go, what am I doing? Why? And I just leave because I'm stupid. So that's why I think Diablo 3, even though I did it with Diablo 2 and I had a lot of fun with Diablo 2, Diablo 3 has really been great for me because it's just like, I know what to do. Go in, grind, the season starts, go in and I can get the, so it has a clearer idea of what you're doing, but there's a funness to not knowing everything about what's going on. So I think that'll be back with this game, but again, I hope there's a lot of D3 aspects, but I hope there's a lot of D2 aspects. And I hope loot is a lot more like D2. I'm worried about what I'm seeing from loot, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm a bit concerned. We'll see what's up. We are going to talk about wrestling. I have that on my mind too, so don't worry, everybody who's like, I don't give a shit about Diablo. Like, what the fuck? You want to talk about wrestling, Roman Reigns, Cody, WWE, AEW? We'll do that as well. So don't worry. We'll do whatever you want, man. We're gonna do it all here in a second. But let's see.
We've got almost 150 dungeons in the game.
There's all kinds of surprises.
That's crazy. I just hope they keep adding. I want to.
Also opening yourself.
I want to fast forward to the end with this. Look at this
the
world
different
boss.
options.
Do the campaign.
I mean, world bosses are easy to beat. Usually, it's just you beat up the world boss and they die and they drop shit. You know what I mean? It's not like a crazy thing, but. So I'm way more interested in the idea of endgame and finding really rare loot and really rare items and that sort of thing. And I hope that, that sort of thing is going to be fun. Because if it isn't, having to like perform these like world boss kills and that's it with other people and to get, I don't know. I'm just concerned a little bit, but it looks awesome. I mean, this looked great. This was a great surprise today. And the game is coming out in 2023, which is, I think I bet on 2024. I said, 2024 it's going to be out. So this is awesome. I mean, assuming it doesn't come out December 2023. It looks like a beta is going to drop soon. Like, I don't know when. A beta could be coming in July or August. I'm betting August is the beta. That's my bet. I have no idea. I signed up for the beta today, so I'm betting it could be earlier, but if it's August, that'd be great.
Local events.
Couch co-op.
Endgame.
PvP. It almost doesn't end.
And we are so close.
Super pumped up, man.
All hell breaks loose.
Like they really should have gotten the Duke Nukem voice,
This next year, 2023, all hell breaks loose.
That was a really great little trailer, I thought. And the Necromancer reveal was fun too. So great shit there. Pretty pumped up. We'll see what happens, If it's not good, well, again, Diablo 3 was kind of a weird, sort of bizarre, first year or two to that game where it was like, what are they doing? But I had a blast with my friends, man. I'll never forget. I love games, man. Problem with me is I'm not like a lot of people. A lot of people play a million games. They play this game, that game, this game, that game. I fall in love with a game, and I play it over and over, and I just keep playing that one game. That's why I can tell you the games that I cherish. Because I've played a lot of games, kind of, but I really focus on one game a lot of times. Or multiple, like 2 or 3 or 4 games at a time every year. Like, I'm going to play Madden. I've been playing Madden since the first Madden. I've been playing NHL since the first NHL. I love PUBG. I think PUBG was one of those games that I had 3 to 5 years of amazing fun with. Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach. especially. And, after that, I mean, Halo 5 and Halo Infinite have been all right, but it's like Halo 4 wasn't my thing really that much. But, these are all things that, I play forever. Command and Conquer, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, and then if you keep going back all the way back to like, Toe Jam and Earl and Bubble Bobble and Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 and Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil 1. You could those games are all games that I Wolfenstein 3D, Duke Nukem: A Time to Kill. These are all games that I spent probably like weeks of my life or longer. Like a long time playing those. There's not a lot. There's even fucking Descent. I think it was Descent 2 on the computer. I had like a joystick. I loved Descent. If anybody even remembers that game, I don't know. I loved Descent. That's why my name. So for years, what my name was. My name I had a nickname for years on stuff, and it was Descent. And it was it's funny because I spelt Descent wrong in the name. I spelt it decent. So one day I was over at my friend's house, and his dad was like, "What's your name again? I'll add you to the thing, whatever." And I'm like, "Oh, it's Descent." And he goes, "That's decent. Descent is with an S." And I went, "Oh." For years, dude, I spelled it wrong, and I didn't even realize it because I'm a moron. I loved Descent. You guys remember that game? I had a joystick on my PC, flying around. What year did that? I want to say it was 98. Could have been 97. I don't remember. What year did Descent come out? I think it might have been Descent or Descent 2. Let's see. Oh, it was Descent and Descent 2, 1994 and 1996. Loved it. I'm a weirdo, you know what I mean? Like, crazy.
You donated
Whoa!
$50. I'm gonna take my dick out
Oh,
because
shit.
you donated $50. You donated
Oh, my God!
$50, motherfucker boy. I'm a rich motherfucker.
Best the clock, let's go.
Oh my God, beef the clock up. Beat the meat of the clock, Drew Bar. Drew Bar is trying to make this show turn into a Discord show later after about an hour. $50, I'm going to call that a bomb. We'll call that a bomb. That's a big one from Drew Bar. All right. Let's divide that up. 10 times 3 is 30. So that's going to make 43 minutes, I believe. We'll go 44 minutes on the clock. He has extended the show, Drew Bar has. Drew Bar, thank you so much, man, for that. That'll put some gas in the tank, you know what I mean? That'll put some meat on the bone. All hell breaks loose. Hell yeah. Fuck Contra, too. Whoa. You know what? Contra, yeah. Throw Contra on there, yeah. I mean, obviously me and you are different, but yeah, for me, Contra as well. Honestly, there was another period of time where for about, I want to say 8 months straight, for about 8 months, me and my friend, I think the year might have been 1990. It might have been 1991, 92. I don't remember. Me and my friend from school, I still lived in New Hampshire at this time, and me and my friend from school were obsessed with Guerrilla Warfare on Nintendo. I don't know why. I don't know why, but like that game, man, we would just play that like crazy. So even Guerrilla Warfare, I would add these games to my... I know there's a bunch of games you could add to a list of best games ever, but these are my personal like games that I spent more than a week playing. Like, I've played a lot of games like once or once in a while or a couple times or whatever and enjoyed them. But, I mean, I'm talking about if I spent more than, you know, a week of my life or like 100 hours on them or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Drew Bar 100, man, thank you so much, dude, for dropping $50. That was huge, bro. I'm not even kidding about this, man. That really helped out. I'm not kidding. You guys make a difference. That might allow me to get some sexy groceries this week. So thank you. Drew Bar. I remember Turok. I had a good time playing Turok, but I wouldn't call it a game like that for me. But I'd also say even like the Jurassic Park on Sega Genesis was, I wouldn't say that was one of my games either, but I do fondly remember, you know, enjoying that game from time to time over my friend's house as well. But yeah, that's it was a fun game and I liked it. And I played it, but I wouldn't say it was, you know, off the charts for me. Perfect Dark. What up, Jennifer Muppet, baby? Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Yeah, that's a great game. I didn't really play a lot of that one either. Doom, I played a lot of Doom, yeah. On PC, though. I actually played the most amount of Doom probably on PC. It was, and at the time, I didn't have Doom. It's weird. My mother wouldn't let me get Doom at the time. So the only way for me to play Doom was when I went over to someone else's house. And if somebody else had Doom, it was like a gold mine. You know, it was like a really exciting thing. Like if somebody had Doom, it was like, oh shit, dude, you got fucking Doom, dude. Holy fuck, let's play Doom. I would get really excited. I'd be like, dude, please let me play Doom. You know what I mean? Placebo does cover Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill. It's a good cover song. By the way, Placebo came out with a new album about a couple months ago. Finally, after like 10 years. Can you believe it's been 10 years? I remember listening to Loud Like Love when I about launched this channel. A lot of things started when I launched this channel. Diablo 3, Placebo's last album until now. A lot of things like that. Now we've had a new Placebo CD, Stabbing Westward. Kate Bush is back. I mean, I don't know what's going on. It's all back. Thank you, Drew Bar, for the $50 bomb, man.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show, fund what I do, to fund what I believe in, to fund my godly ass. JCS Army.
Oh my God.
Donate to me. Acknowledge me.
It's Mickey K9 about to come down the aisle. Mickey K9, the World Wrestling Federation champion.
Mickey K9 999.
Mickey K9 dropping a sexy $20, man, using that Streamlabs link at the top of the chat, pinned to the top of the chat. Thank you, Mickey K9, for keeping the shows on the air, man, helping out quite a bit, man. That's crazy. Shit, man. Right off the bat, bro. Roman Reigns is going to... I mean, dude, I've been saying Roman Reigns and Cody for a long time, and I've been telling everybody, and you guys have known this too. I think most of us have known this. I think it's funny when some people like come off like, oh, you know what I just realized? It's like, dude, we said this from the beginning. Like, they're going to try to build somebody up to take on Roman, and if that doesn't happen naturally, they can use Cody because Cody's coming in hot, and he might be that guy. You know, and that was from before Cody got here that we all said that. You know what I mean? We all knew that what was going on. And we thought if naturally Braun Breaker or somebody else like that doesn't come up and take that deal, you know, then it will be Cody because he's there and he's ready to go. And the response was good and the response was right. And because of that, man, they knew what they were doing. So let's go. Let's go. Pretty pumped up for 2023, man. Bloodstained Ritual. WWF No Mercy N64 for sure. That's one of the best games I ever played with other people, right? I was at parties where, like, legit, there was like 30 guys. 30, well, guys and girls, actually. And we were all at like this like, in fact, that was one of the first parties where people had alcohol. I was in 7th and 8th grade. No, 7th grade. 7th or 8th. It was 7th or 8th grade. And somebody had alcohol at the party. And we had WWE or NWO Revenge, and wasn't No Mercy, actually. It was NWO. It was WCW Revenge. And just all the kids we were playing a tournament against each other. We had a thing on the board. Like, it was crazy. And everybody was just like cheering as like two people were fighting. And like, it was like you were at a real wrestling match or something. And everybody was screaming and yelling and cheering for one or the other. And it was just, that was some of the funnest times I ever experienced with a wrestling game. Like, that was amazing to me. Thinking back on it now, like, it was a blast. More so because of all the people like hanging out and having a party. You know, that's why it was a great time. Drew Bar is the top dono, so let's go ahead and give him right now the JCS Digital Championship tonight on Beat the Clock on the line. Right now, Drew Bar has a hold of it. And he's looking good, too. GoldenEye was a legendary. I didn't really play it that much, though, so like I know a lot of people love GoldenEye and think that it's the greatest thing. It certainly was an amazing game, and everybody played it and loved it at the time. But I didn't really. So I can't put that. I wouldn't, believe it or not, I wouldn't put it on the line. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put it on my list. So, yeah. You know, I wouldn't put it on the list for me. So, yeah, that wouldn't be on my list, man. Despite, I know some people love it, but yeah, I wouldn't put it on my list. But I would, you know, throw up on you. Trying to read this message about what's going on with the let's see. Oh, I see what you're yeah, I could see that happening. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Zelda Breath of the Wild. I would say that from my wife. My wife loves Zelda Breath of the Wild. All right, let's go ahead and add the time here. My bad. I was trying to do the math and I'm retarded. Let's see. We add 12 minutes, so that's 46. We'll put 46 minutes up there on the clock, and there it is. 46 minutes added to the clock. Appreciate that. Math is hard for me. Don't you understand? Math is hard. Mario Party OG, first Diablo on PC. You know what's weird about Diablo 1? Like, I barely remember playing it on PC. I feel like I played it on PlayStation, which is weird. But I would never play a Diablo game on PlayStation. Like, I hate it on the consoles. I got to play it on PC. It's got to be PC. You know what I mean? What's up, man? What's up, WWE AW News? Joe Biden. Well, we all know that. A. O'Donnell, what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Shit, bum.
Oh, shit.
Is Cody really out for 9 months?
You know, they're saying Cody's out for 9 months, but I mean, we looked up the injury a while ago, and the injury is like, it says 4 to 6 months. You know? That it's about 4 to 6 months of recovery time. So because of that, and Villain, thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum, man. So I think that they're just saying that 9 months. He might be that long. I think he'll come back surprisingly a little bit early. That way they can give us that surprise. Do you know what I mean? And I would think, obviously, the Royal Rumble, because Otherwise, he could have missed WrestleMania. So he's probably going to come back in time for the road to WrestleMania, believe it, which is insane, guys, because this guy's the hottest thing going. He was the hottest thing going for me. He's my favorite wrestler of the last 3 years. And it's like now he's out. Like, this sucks, bro. Like, that really sucks. You know, that's the case. So, you know, it is what it is. What are you going to do? Whatever. Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean, Leah loves that game. That game is great. I mean, I've seen it. Breath of the Wild is an amazing, great, wonderful game, but I just have never really played it. I think at some point, I think if I had no jobs to do and I didn't have to do any work at all, I would pull that out and play it and maybe like talk about it and things like that. But it's like one of these things with video games, I'm super picky about them because I have so much to do in my life that I don't have time to like invest in different new games and try a lot of new things and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But maybe had I, you know, if tomorrow I hit the lottery and became a billionaire or millionaire or whatever, then, you know, then maybe I would take time and I would just do stuff with my family. I would do like a video once in a while. And I'd probably, would give a lot of tries to video games. It would probably become my biggest thing, you know? So, you know, it is what it is. I'm always looking for co-hosts on Apologetic. Have you played God of War? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, God of War's has always been a really good game too. I don't play it really, but when I've played it, I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. But it's weird. I have to get hooked on something, and I can't explain that. Like, I can play a game, and I can be like, this game's really good, but, you know, I don't know. I'm just not, and I don't connect. It's weird. I don't know how to explain that to people, because it's like, well, if it's a good game, why don't you play it then? You know, I don't know. I just don't. I have to become, like, legit, like, it's weird. I have to become obsessed with it. I have to become, like, just so all about it. It's crazy. And even though I play a game and it's pretty good, I put it down and I just go, I never think about it again. And that's what happens to me with most games. But I don't know, man. Like, I pick up certain games and I go, I love this game. I'm never going to stop playing this. Or I won't stop playing it. It happens all the time with me. It happens with, it happened with PUBG. You remember PUBG? Everybody wanted me to play PUBG, and I was like, nah, bro, I've seen that. I don't really want to play that. And everybody wanted me to play Fortnite. And so then I started playing Fortnite first. Started playing Fortnite. I kind of had a little fun playing it a little bit, but I didn't like the building aspect. And I was like, and then I wasn't having that much fun with it. And I ended up stopping, and I was playing PUBG, and then I ended up loving PUBG. And you guys remember, for about 2 years on this channel, 2 or 3 years really, we played PUBG like crazy. I had fun playing with all you guys, and D-Moon, and me, and Wolf, and Jake, and I loved playing with you guys. And Troy, like me and Troy, and Jake, and D-Moon, that was the funnest time. And a couple of the listeners played with me that are friends. I don't remember who now, but I loved that time. That's one of my favorite times. That's one of my favorite times ever. Like, in gaming in my life, that's one of them. Besides Halo 2 and Halo 1 and Halo, back in the day, that PUBG period for about 2 years or so, 3 years, that was one of my favorite times. I had so much fun playing that. I'm not a Pokemon guy, but Leah, my wife, is. She loves Pokemon. I don't really like it. I just never got into it. There was a time, though, where I enjoyed playing the card game a little bit, but I only played for like 2 months, and I was enjoying the card game, or at least the digital card game. But I mean, the card game's the same way almost. So yeah, I kind of like that, but I didn't really get into those. Yeah, they were fun, Patrick. Those were great, bro. When Troy used to kill us in the Jeep all the time. And then me and Troy played Call of Duty, and I got to be honest, I don't like Call of Duty, but I started having fun with that. But I only had fun with Call of Duty when I was playing with Troy. When I was playing Call of Duty, whatever the last one was, like what was it, a year ago? It was over a year ago now. It was like 2019 and 2020 we played Call of Duty. I had fun playing that. I actually did. I really did like playing that with Troy too. But it still wasn't as good as PUBG. PUBG had an element that was like anything could happen and anything could F you over. And the idea of that made that game hilarious. And I love that. I might play it tonight. A. O'Donnell, man, I got to give a real sexy shout out, man. He's been a supporter member for a while. Alex A. O'Donnell, 025. Thank you for being a member again, man. Much appreciated. Keep it wet. Keep it hard. Get scared. Get scared. That's what Garguts' parents said to him when he was born. You know, WWE has released one of Tony D'Angelo's cohorts, 2 Dimes. Troy 2 Dimes Donovan was released by WWE. They're going to break them all up, and then they're going to bring up Tony D'Angelo to the main roster where he'll just be D'Angelo. I bet. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't there a D'Angelo already? So he'll just be Tony. He'll just be regular old Tony. So there you go. DrewBar100 is the top donation at $50. If you guys want to keep the shows going, keep my shows funded, and keep me alive, drop a dono with the link on the top of the chat if you would like to. Let's see. What else we got? There is a new game that just came out called Quarry. Haven't heard of that. Query or Quarry? Is that Quarry? I think it's Quarry. Haven't heard of that. Check. Let me know. It's weird because I try new games a lot, but it's like, again, a lot of times they just don't stick. Like I'll try a game and I'll be like, yeah, that game was great, but yeah, I'm not into it. You know, I don't know why. Like there's a lot of games that I started, and then there's a lot of games that I only play because other people are playing them with me. You know what I mean? Like the Resident Evil remake, I wanted to play that with Leah. Like if me and Leah played it together, I was gonna play it, and I was having fun playing it. But when she just didn't want to do it or something, I don't know. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to play this. So I just didn't end up playing it. So, but like, I love the original Resident Evil, and I will play the original Resident Evil still, like, by myself. But it is funner to me to play with a couple people, and I don't know why that is, but I don't know. I'm just weird. I'm a very weird person, as we know. So that's one of those things. Sometimes I really like gaming socially. Sometimes I can play solo. Like Diablo, I pretty much just like playing Diablo by myself. But if it's a new season, I kind of get excited to jump in with my wife and play a bit here and there too. So it really can depend on what the game is and what's going on. Whoa! Mexman 7000, thank you for subbing to the channel, man. Now that you've subbed to the Joe Cronin Show, 7 baby seals will live forever. Just thought I'd let you know that. You've contributed well to the World Wildlife Foundation. So Merry Christmas.
Shit bum!
No.
Where's Jake and how has he been?
He's dead.
I saw the chick you posted on Twitter that was hot for JD and also looked like she wanted to eat you. Funny shit. Just wanna say I know I've not been around as often, but still thank you, Joe, for the years of entertainment.
Thank you, Deftones. It's good to see you, man. Deftones 22, he's an OG. Becoming a $5 shit bum. Thank you, Deftones. Yeah, Jake is sick. He's very skinny. Doctors told him he may not make it out of 2022. So he's hanging out with his family, trying to get better, has another little operation going on, trying to see if they can get him to stop throwing up so he won't die. So Jake is trying not to die and hanging out with his family. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. So, nobody else wants to be anything to do with me. Nobody wants to do anything with me, and they hate me, and who knows what. But Jake is not in good health, like legitimately so. And that's the update again, and probably won't. I don't know if we'll ever get a better update. Well, he's waiting to find out on this new update. We'll see what happens. But I don't know. I hear Leah yelling at kids upstairs. That's great. Oh, there she goes yelling. You hear Leah yelling. Can you hear her on camera yelling? She just really yelled loud, so that means the kid is out of bed. It happens. But I don't know. Yeah, I heard it on camera. That was Leah. She made it on camera. Out on this new update. We'll see what happens. But I don't know. I heard her yelling. That means the kid got out of bed. It's a school night, kiddos. If I go up there, I'll scare the hell out of them. So like, they will go to bed. We may never go to bed here on Beat the Clock. $5 equals 3 minutes. We're at 36 minutes left in the show. People are keeping the show rolling. We've been live now for 52 minutes. So after an hour, I will potentially open up the Discord and go over there and hang out with a whole bunch of people, whoever shows up on Discord tonight. So there's that possibility of happening. And yeah, I think Cody Rhodes, I think the 9 months is an exaggeration for Cody Rhodes. I think that's why. I think he'll be back in 6, 7, 8 months. And that they say it's 4 to 6 months for the injury. At least that's what we were reading. Unless it's something worse than we really understand. I don't know. Yeah, Jake was great, man. Jake was great on the show, man. He was really great. It's too bad, man. I mean, it doesn't even feel right. It still doesn't feel right that he's not here. It's very weird. I mean, there was no preparation for it, for him to go not be on the show anymore. He was just like, all of a sudden was like sick. I mean, he was not all of a sudden sick. He was always sick. He was throwing up blood on the show and stuff like that. I mean, dude, you guys saw him for months. He would throw up blood on the goddamn show and still be here. And I'd be like, dude, don't come on the show, But recently it got real bad. So that was back in October. But what am I going to do? Talk about him every time I do the show? You know what I mean? Every time I'm on here. Trust me, if something changes, I'll let you know. But, I can't talk about him every time I start a show. It's like just going to make me, freak out more. Still a major blow. No, it's a major blow, no doubt about it. You know what I mean? It's a problem. It's like this guy was the guy. He was the hottest guy, getting the hottest push, doing it, and fucking now it's gone. Like, this couldn't be any worse for wrestling. Roman's taking time off. Cody Rhodes is done for 6 months or so. CM Punk is injured. Like, this has to be some of the worst news. Like, this is the worst thing that could be happening to wrestling right now. Who are the best wrestlers right now? Who are the most entertaining wrestlers in our business right now? Or in this business right now? MJF, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. Maybe a couple others I'm forgetting, but Daniel Bryan's injured. MJF has got something going on. We don't know whether it's a work, what's not a work, I don't know. Cody Rhodes, done. Roman Reigns, breaks, movies, done, whatever. Like, so, dude, this is bad. This is not good. All of these guys are jacked up. And that's a major problem. Like this, I mean, it's a problem because it's going to be boring. Because Roman Reigns was one of the most interesting things in WWE. Roman Reigns is like barely around now. Cody Rhodes was my favorite thing as my favorite face and was going to be my favorite face. And he's been my favorite face for 3-4 years now. Probably 3-4 years. What do we have? What is left now? Nothing. There's like nothing left to cheer for. Unless Seth Rollins like starts like barbecuing people live on Raw, I mean, what the hell are they going to do? This is not good. This is bad news. Push Montez Ford. I mean, maybe. I don't know if he can be anything now. I'm not even on board with Montez Ford anymore. You know what I mean? It's like they got him acting like a cheesy idiot. You know? They got Montez Ford acting like a cheesy look dude. He's got a weird look because he's very skinny, right? He's tall but really skinny, weird looking. Like he looks like a basketball player, not a wrestler. But he does awesome stuff in the ring. He can talk. He's kind of exciting a bit. But like, can you get him to that next level of not a guy who looks like a basketball player who does crazy athletic moves in the ring and has more of a wrestling style and then he gets to another level? Can you do that with him? I don't know. I don't think so. I think maybe we could try to do that with him, but WWE can't. They're stupid. He's going to continue to be a cheerleading beer drinking rah goofy guy. You know, I don't know if they can ever possibly do that. Dude gained 10 pounds of muscle, did he? Well, they got to, maybe it's the outfit then. They got to get him out of that outfit. They got to get him in something else. You know, maybe I'm thinking, I don't know. I like him, though. I like Montez Ford. He's definitely the Shawn Michaels compared to Dawkins or whatever. You know, so I hope. Is Goldberg really going to be on Raw? I bet he would be. They need help. There's a problem. Goldberg's going to get a payday because Cody's dead. That's crazy. Riddle is the answer. That Riddle could be the guy too. Maybe. But even Riddle, he's got the, hey man, 420, I just smoked your ass. Like it's like that. Even he's like Montez Ford, where it's like, you know, can you cross over into that like next level? Because he's like RVD kind of, but even RVD was more gritty. Let's get gritty than Riddle, you know? So, you know, I don't know, man. Make him a heel. Maybe, man. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I think you could make Montez Ford a heel, and it could be pretty good. But you're out of faces. The problem is we're missing faces. That's the problem. Bobby Lashley's all, you know, again, Bobby Lashley will never be to me, Bobby Lashley's a 7, and he'll never, 6 or 7, and he'll never cross into an 8. You know what I mean? For me. I like Bobby Lashley better in Impact. When he was in Impact, I felt like he could be an 8. Like he was kind of an 8 in Impact, or maybe like a 7, solid, you know, whatever. But in WWE, he feels like a 6, 7. In Impact, he felt like a 7, high 7, 8s, maybe. I don't know. But he just doesn't cross over that way for me in WWE. I don't know why. He's like a stone wall. You know? Shit bum. Whoa.
Worst game ever, Miscarriage Pac-Man. 2 bloody.
Oh. Miscarriage Pac-Man. I will never forget when my mother bought me Miss Pac-Man as a kid. I asked for some game, and I don't remember what it was. I think it might have been Golden Axe 3. Maybe. I think I asked for Golden Axe 3. And my mother didn't get it or something. I think it was that game. I don't really remember now. But she ended up getting me Miss Pac-Man instead. And I was like, what? Miss Pac-Man? But then I actually had fun playing it. But, you know, it was just like, what? It was like 1990 or something, or 91. I don't remember it. But it was exactly like, it was for my birthday. And it was exactly like the Bart Simpson Christmas thing. Like, oh, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. You got me Golfer 3 or whatever. Like putt Golf 3 or whatever. Like, and he looks at his mom, you know, Marge, and he's like, oh, of course. Yeah. Like, stupid. It was like that. It was like, I was like, yeah. Ms. Pac-Man? And my mother was like, they didn't have a lot of games, or is that the one you wanted or something like that? And I was like, I don't know. I didn't say no, but I didn't say yes either. I just kind of said, I think so. It was like a vague answer, like, oh. And then I think it's because I thought that it was still coming in another present or something. And then it didn't come, and I was like, oh, shit. It's not. I think she saw, like, the girl's breasts on the cover. I think it was Golden Axe 3, but I'm not sure. But it was, like, the girl's tits on the cover or something. And eventually I said to her, I said, I actually wanted this Golden Axe. That's the game I wanted. I don't know. Like, and then she was like, oh, yeah, it looked violent and, like, inappropriate. And I was like, oh, I don't think so. Like, I was like, anyway, I think she ended up buying it for me like a couple weeks later or something. You know what happened actually is I rented it at the video store. I rented it at the video store. And then my mother eventually was like, okay, like, stop renting this. I was like, can we please rent it? And like, you can see it's not like bad or whatever. And I think she said yes to that eventually. And then I got to play it, and she was like, oh. And I was like, see, it's just like Golden Axe 1 and 2. I already have Golden Axe 1 and 2. It was something like that. I already had the other Golden Axe, and I was like, see, I already have the other one. Like, why can't I get this one? So that's what basically happened. Oh, yeah, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 were absolute originals that were like a must-have. No doubt about it. Like, I friggin' jerked it to those. No doubt about it, man.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money and to fund my show, to fund what I do, to fund what I believe
Colonel
in,
Stutters!
to fund my godly ass JCS Army. Donate to me.
Acknowledge me.
Colonel Stutters, thank you.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
Let's go.
Love the content, Joe. Here is some coffee money for tomorrow.
Oh, damn, man. Colonel Stutters, thank you, dude. I might make my own coffee tomorrow. Maybe I'll get some now for you, or for me, and for you. That is really nice of you, man. Thank you, man. $15 for coffee money. That is super nice. That's way more. I made coffee tonight, and I had one this morning. And Leah's dad came over and fixed our sink. So I love Leah's dad. Shout out to Leah's dad. He's probably not watching this, but thank you to Leah's dad. He came and fixed our sink today. It got clogged up. He had to do some crazy shit to unclog it. I'm a retard, so he fixes things. So shout out to her dad. He reminds me a little bit of my dad, Except for my dad was more of a computer guy, and he's more of a, hands-on, fix-it type. Eddie Chaos, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? Golden Axe Dwarf was OP. Yeah, I always picked the Dwarf. Those little swords, man, you always had to pick the Dwarf guy. Because, like, the swords, they were like, ting, ting, ting. The only thing that was good about, like, the girl was usually her magic, right? Her magic was awesome. The guy was stupid, right? His magic was good. It's like his magic was good, but his sword reach and range sucked. The girl, like, was the same, but she had amazing magic. And the dwarf had the best axe, like, reach with that axe. And then his magic was fine, probably not as good, but it was like, so you picked that. I always picked dwarf guy in Golden Axe. Golden Axe 3 was released in the USA. I played Golden Axe 3. What are you talking about? I think I have it right now. I think I could go get Golden Axe 3 off my shelf. I'm pretty sure I have it. It wasn't a release. How could it not be released? I played it. So maybe it was Golden Axe 2 then. It might have been Golden Axe 2. And so I had Golden Axe 1 and I wanted Golden Axe 2. That could be it. But didn't Golden Axe 3 get released? That was the one where like they looked more realistic on the cover. Like, and that's why my mother didn't want me to get it, I thought. Golden Axe 3. Am I thinking of Golden Axe 2? Maybe Golden Axe 2. Oh. I see. I thought Golden Axe 2 was Golden Axe 3. So it was Golden Axe 2. That's what it is. I'm a dum-dum. So I'm confusing Golden Axe 2. Yes, Golden Axe 2 is the one she wouldn't let me get. You're right. You guys are all right. Yeah, so Golden Axe 2 is the one she wouldn't let me get because I had Golden Axe 1, and Golden Axe 1 looked way more cartoony. But on Golden Axe 2, see how like they made them like look like real people here? So my mom was like, "What the hell is that?" I don't know why, and she wouldn't let me get this. And then she did let me get it. But I was like, "No, it's just like Golden Axe 1, I swear to God." So you guys are right. So I don't have Golden Axe 3. I'm stupid. What a dum-dum. Good call, though. Thank God. I was like... Because otherwise, I would have run with that forever, saying the wrong thing. What a dum-dum. Diablo Immortal, pay to win, bro. Yeah, Juan Garibay, what's up, man? It sure is. I mean, I knew it was going to be. I'm not worried about that. Please fund Diablo Immortal. Asmagol has been calling it Diablo Immoral. I think that's fucking hilarious. Dude, he's got t-shirts that say Diablo Immoral. Yeah, you have to pay like $100,000 to like be the most powerful you can be in Diablo Immortal. You have to pay like $50K to $100K. Or, oh my God, breasts. Mega Man. Yeah, I had a great time playing Mega Man as well. That was a big thing at one point. And Altered Beast. Yeah, that was one that I didn't have. But when I went over to my friend's house, he had Altered Beast, and we just had a blast. I loved Altered Beast. For a little while. Battletoads was fun. They look like the goddamn Ninja Turtles. You know? We are live with Beat the Clock. I really have had... I had a lot of fun playing Diablo Immortal up until about level 30. At about level 30, I went, you know what? Oh, man, I just can't play this. Knowing that, like, there's no point in playing it. I'm like, there's no goddamn point in playing this fucking game. So I'm like, I'm done. You know? So Diablo Immortal is a great game that's ruined by pay to win. But I'm not that mad about it because I always knew it was a mobile game. And I always knew that they wanted to make a certain amount of money on it. So, you know, whatever. If that helps Blizzard fund Diablo 4, fine. Let all the casual mobile game idiot people play it and make a bunch of money for them. As long as it helps fund Diablo 4. You know? Did I add time to the clock? I don't know. Did I not? Yeah, I didn't, Colonel Stutters. I did not add Colonel Stutters' time to the clock. Or Deftones' time as well. So let's go ahead and add 12 minutes to the clock. That'll make it about 30 minutes. We'll put 31 minutes on the clock. The show continues, ladies and gentlemen. Juan Garibay. Yeah, I still play Diablo 3 all the time. I'm in my season right now, actually. I might actually throw Diablo 3 in tonight and play a little bit here. So, yeah. I still play. But, I mean, I don't play too much because I've been working so much, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that, like I said, two years ago on my show, I made more money on this show 2 years ago by a lot than I do now, and I work 3 jobs, and I don't even make the same amount of money. So I don't really have a lot of time to play video games, you know? So, how you been, man? Let me take you back. What are your thoughts on the classic game Double Dragon? Yeah, that's another game that I like. So I'm trying to say like that. Right, the first video game system that I owned as a kid was Nintendo NES. Right, the original Nintendo. And so obviously Double Dragon and Double Dragon 2 were games that I still have to this day in the other room. They're my original games. I still have them. So yeah, that's up there. I would call, if you called like my original Nintendo lineup is like Punch-Out, Double Dragon, all the Marios, all the first 3 Ninja Turtles, Pac-Man. I even played that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde game. I had that. I had Dr. Mario, Tetris, Paperboy. There's a whole bunch. We could go list all those original Nintendo games were games that I had that I played a lot of from like 1987 to probably 1993, and then really around 93 and to 94, 5, 6 and up, I transitioned more into Sega Genesis, and then I really transitioned a lot into PlayStation when the first PlayStation came out, and so I didn't really play N64 much at all. So yeah, you could just name games, and I remember I also really loved on Sega Genesis Ninja Turtles. The Hyperstone Heist was a fun game. I still have that game, and apparently that's a rare-ish game because it's worth like $100 on eBay. It's weird. So it's like a fairly rare game. They probably made it right as the Sega Genesis was done, and so they didn't print a lot of those games. I'm assuming, because otherwise I don't know why. But yeah, Ninja Turtles 1, 2, and 3. And I remember as a kid, even though I loved Ninja Turtles, the first one, it was like weird. It was like, why is this game? This game is so weird. It's very hard. It's very crazy. And the angry video game nerd roasted it, and all the roasting that he did on it was exactly how we all felt about that game when we were kids. Like, it was just insanely hard and ridiculous. And what the hell did it have to do with Ninja Turtles? But then the angry video game nerds co-producers made an episode on his channel 5 years or 6 years later that was like why Ninja Turtles is actually awesome. And they broke it down about how all the Ninja Turtles have different characteristics in the game and how you have to strategize to use them in certain places and do all these different things. And the game is actually really good. As an adult, if you like strategy stuff and more like RPGs and games like that, you actually realize that the game makes a lot of sense. And there's a lot of like strategy you have to have playing the game, and it's actually very good. And they did a video on why the game is actually awesome. And it's kind of funny because it's true. It's sort of like the perspective of the Karate Kid. How from when you originally watched it, you were like, Daniel is great and all these guys are the bad guys. But if you look at it from a different perspective, Daniel's kind of the dickhead. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Like, it's very strange. But the original Ninja Turtles game, because Ninja Turtles 2 and then 3 is the Manhattan Project. Those games are just like smash them up. Like, just do the same thing over and over again. Just keep smashing the button and hitting the guys and get to the bad guy. Now keep smashing the button and get to the Technodrome and then win the game and then it's over. That's all it is. It's a scrolling, same thing over the whole thing. We all loved it in the arcades when we were kids, putting the quarters into the arcades. But the original first game that's weird, with all the Raphael, with all the guys looking like the comic books on the cover, that game is actually very good. It's very creative. By the way, I don't mind. I wish they would bring back the arcade element to pay to win, right? Like, instead of in Diablo 4, like, you don't pay to play and pay to win, but you kind of do. Like, you pay to play, right? Like, every season, if they have seasons in Diablo 4, every season you have to pay for the season to play the season. I think that would be wonderful. I'd be down for that. I'm down to pay $5. Well, maybe not, because I might be poor soon, and we might be out of all jobs soon, and we might be all dead soon. But I may not be here for much longer, unless they abolish the IRS and a few other things like bills. But assuming that my life gets better than it is right now, then yes, I would be game for like $10 a month or whatever to pay for a season to play it. Or maybe when you die, you have to pay a certain amount for like respawns or something. that would be better because that's more like arcade. Like we all have to pay quarters to play the game and then get a high score in the arcade. I sort of like that. I feel like then dying means something again. Shit, if I die, I have to pay another $1 or whatever it is. You know, but the idea of like having to pay to enter the rifts every time and then you don't know what you're going to, you know, I don't know. But is that the same thing? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But like the idea of the arcade could be brought back if they wanted to. And that's not gambling. You're paying like an arcade. So, I don't know. Is Diablo 4 going to be on Game Pass, Devontae? Are you serious? Is that true? Did they announce that today and I didn't hear that? I didn't even hear that. Thank you to Drew Bar, man. He is the top donation at $50. And we still have 23 minutes left in this show. Unless we continue to go even longer tonight on Sunday night. Beat the clock. Diablo 4, big announcements coming in 2023. And then I'm probably gonna jump over to Twitch and do a little Diablo 3 stream and hang out. So if you don't follow me yet on Twitch, guys, twitch.tv/EvilSpectrum3. I'm going to stream on Twitch tonight, I think, and hang out for a few after this, if this ends up ending. Or we might be up until 5 a.m. And if you have Amazon Prime, you guys can use that Amazon Prime to subscribe to me on Twitch. And it's free for you to do that, as some of you guys know already. And I get $3 a month. And it costs you nothing. So, to the people that do that, thank you. People are still doing that to this day, and I haven't even been on Twitch in a couple of months here. So, but I look forward to jumping on there probably tonight. Devontae says, Microsoft owns Blizzard. Every game is on Game Pass. Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting Microsoft. Has that transaction even completed yet, though? You know what I mean? I don't even think that transaction is completed. I mean, maybe it has. I don't know. Joe, you got to check out the history of video games on Netflix. I think I've seen it. I've seen quite a few documentaries on video games on Netflix. But maybe we should talk about some of them. You know, we'll do like topics on them, and I'll bring them up, and I'll talk about them individually. You know, or on Patreon, I'll do a little podcast on games individually. I don't know. We've done a few of those before, but you know, I'll bring it back if you want it. I have been playing NHL 22 lately. I'm hooked. Oh, really? Yeah, I love NHL. I don't think I've ever missed. I've almost never missed a Madden, and I've never missed an NHL. I mean, I can still remember to this day making a custom goalie in Sega. Remember Sega Genesis? You can make custom players on Sega Genesis NHL 96. It was one of the first games that you could make creative players. You can make creative players on Sega Genesis NHL 96, 98, 97. And I used to make a goalie called Zambob. I don't know why, but I made a goalie called Zambob. I don't know why his name was Zambob. And my friend George, who I was friends with for about 3 years as we were kids, and then we split up. But we still, once in a while, I talked to him once in a blue moon. And we loved, I would go over his house, he'd come over my house, and we would just play NHL like crazy on Sega Genesis. It was probably 1996, 97. And yeah, you had creative players. I think it was 96, because I think 96 might have been the first year, but maybe 94 too. It might have been 94 even. I don't know. I forget now at this point. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden was a big one. Ninja Gaiden. Narc. I got addicted to the game Narc for a while. I don't know why, but yeah, I was super into Narc at one point. I remember just like for a while.
Oh no, the knife, man!
511 in progress. Let's go.
I was into this so bad at one point. Man. Remember Narc, man? Holy shit. That looked like the arcade version, though. The thing I just played, I swear to God, that was the arcade version. The arcade version looked really good. The Nintendo thing or version of the Nintendo game didn't look as good.
To bust drug dealers.
Oh, here it is.
Your enemies, you can pick.
Yeah, I think this is the version. Yeah, the arcade one, that looked really good. And here's the difference for the people that don't know. The difference is this. Take a look at this.
More ammunition, money, or what looks like bags of cocaine. I hope when the kids played this, they realized you were supposed to turn that stuff in and not use it. Then again, it wouldn't be the first example of a Nintendo character using in a game. As far as graphics go, this is a pretty good port from the arcade version, but the gameplay really is lacking. The arcade version had 4 separate buttons, one for machine gun, rocket launcher, crouch, and jump. The NES actually has 4 buttons if you count the start and select buttons, but here they chose to utilize only the A and B buttons to do 4 different things. Pressing the B button...
You know, in a weird way, I really did, though, in a weird way, have more fun playing the Nintendo version. And the reason is because I think the Nintendo version was actually harder for some reason, in a way. So it's weird. It was like, it was more difficult to play, so I was paying more attention. But in the arcade, there was more to do, but you ran out of quarters. So like I always ran out of quarters, never beat the game in the arcade. But in the Nintendo, I could play forever, and it was kind of like I was like more like, it was more sloppy. But the game felt very sloppy compared to the arcade. And he's dead right, that guy. Like, he's right. Yeah, Manhunt was good too. Remember Manhunt. What up, Sith? Wild Gunman, dude. I love the Wild Gunman. Dude, do you remember the feeling? Because you liked Wild Gunman too, so. And I love Duck Hunt too, man. I'll never forget this, man. And by the way, we've been talking a lot tonight about nostalgic games and being in love with games. I treat video games kind of like the WWE. I had all these different generations of times that I loved wrestling. But my whole life, there's always been wrestling. Just like my whole life, there's always been Star Trek. And my whole life, there's always been video games. And I will never forget every time I saw Wild Gunman. If you saw Wild Gunman anywhere, if you were in a bar and they had Wild Gunman, I was like, my life lit up. Just like in Back to the Future when he's like, Wild Gunman, you know. It was so fun when that game showed up, or whatever it was. That gun game. I might even be calling it the wrong name. And the other thing about it, too, is not just that, but Duck Hunt. Like, I loved that I got Duck Hunt from the store. I begged my mother for a while to get, I wanted a Nintendo, and like I wanted to play video games. And so what ended up happening is my mother said that, you know, she kind of was like, he wants this video game system. And my dad was kind of like, no, I guess. He was like, no. You know, and my mom was like, yeah, okay, no, yeah. And then what happened was, I guess we're out at the beach, and the beach had an arcade. And my father was into video stuff, so I don't understand why. My mother says no, but I don't agree with that. So I don't know about this story. My mother blames it on my dad that he said no originally or something. But my dad, I don't know, my dad made money. He worked for Raytheon. My dad worked for goddamn Raytheon, the government. And he was a quality control computer engineer. We had computers at the house. The computer had floppy disks with video games. I played on the computer at home. And so, I don't know, I guess my dad watched. I had so much fun at the arcade one day, and my dad wasn't always out to see me because my dad had diabetes, and a lot of times he was laying down or at home and things like that. And my dad was out, and I was playing the arcades, and I loved it. I was having such a good time in the arcades. And my dad changed his mind as we drove home from the beach. I lit up. It was 1988 or 89. I don't remember which year. I know it was the 80s, but I don't remember which 80. 88 or 89. It wasn't 87, it wasn't 86. I know it was 88 or 89. And we're driving home from the beach, and my father was watching me play the arcades. And my dad was like, I guess what my mom said is my dad was like impressed, and he thought I was good, and he thought like he really loves these games. He really loves this. And my dad said to my mom, out of nowhere, we're almost home in New Hampshire, and there was no Toys R Us yet even. The Toys R Us was about to be built. It wasn't even built yet. I think it might have been Bradley's, but I don't remember. I think it was Bradley's. And my dad said to my mom, out of nowhere, we're driving in the car. And, you know, I wanted a video game system. Like, I wanted Nintendo so bad. And I love video games and whatever. But, you know, I didn't have them. I had, like, one game at home, Space Invaders on the computer and crappy little DOS. And maybe one other thing. And I'd played games over my friend's house and over other people's houses. And my dad randomly was like, let's go do this. And my mom, they were talking about something. I didn't know what was going on. And we stopped at Bradley's, and I was like, what are we doing? You know, what are we doing here or whatever? And my mom and dad, they were like, my dad was like, what games do you like, sort of thing, or whatever. And I'm like, what? And they went in and they came out with it. They came out with a goddamn Nintendo. I couldn't believe it, man. I was blown away. Like I was so filled with excitement, like I didn't know what to do with myself. Like I couldn't. And then it felt like the drive home from Bradley's, which was about an 8-minute drive to our house in New Hampshire. From Bradley's to our house was probably 8 or 10 minutes. It felt like a lifetime. I might have been shaking in the car, like at the idea. And I remember I was asking all kinds of hyper questions to my parents. And one of the questions I said was, how much was that? How much was it? How did you get that? And my mother was like, it was like over $100, honey. You know, my mother's saying it's like $100-something. And at the time, I don't think I grasped the concept of money. I didn't understand how money worked really. I was envisioning my father dumping like hundreds of, like, to me $100 was like, I didn't even think about $100 bill. I was thinking about change. I think I was that young, right? I was like, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? I was probably 5 years old. So at 5 years old, I was envisioning my father dumping quarters and dimes and all these change down onto the thing and paying for this. And I was like, how did he have all that money? You know, like, because that's what I thought money was. I wasn't thinking about $100 bill for some reason. But honestly, he probably used a credit card. Or a check or something. And I wasn't even thinking about that. So I remember that was one of the things I was thinking about on the way home. Like, how did he pay for that? Like he went in there with, I didn't even see him go in with money. How did he pay? You know, like, it was weird. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, crazy ride home. It felt like forever getting home. And yeah, it was a crazy time, man. And I'll never forget that. So that was my Nintendo. And, you know, unfortunately, sometime in 2004, I was trying to organize my video games. And I was moving them from upstairs to downstairs to bring them downstairs, and I didn't have anything to put them in. For some reason, I couldn't find a box or whatever. So I stuffed my Nintendo and several video games, like 18 video games that I like playing, and my Nintendo all into a garbage bag. And I picked up the garbage bag and I brought them downstairs. Then you guys know I have ADD really badly. Something happened and I got distracted and I forgot about what I was doing. And I went up and did something else. And all of a sudden my stuff went missing. And I couldn't find it. Like, it was like a day later or 2 days later or something. I was like gonna play the game. I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna play Nintendo. I never did. I'm gonna set it up now. Where's my Nintendo? And I looked upstairs and downstairs and everywhere and I couldn't find it. And then I started being like, did I pull it out? It's gotta be somewhere. And then after months and months of going through this repetitive, like, where's my Nintendo? It came to the realization that my mother threw it out. It was in a garbage bag, and she thought it was garbage that was in my room. And she throws garbage out all the time, just grabs bags and throws them out. And she threw it out. And so it kind of like really hurt, because my dad was the main proponent in being like, I'm going to get you this system, son, you know? And my father died in 1992. You know, here it was 2004. I still played the original games, the original thing that I always had it. And my ex-girlfriend at the time ended up buying me one on eBay to replace it. But so I have that. But yeah, man, it kind of fucked me up a little bit because there was one thing I wanted to keep forever that reminded me of my dad or whatever, my mom. It was that Nintendo. So it kind of sucked. I ended up replacing all the games. I knew the games that were missing because they were some of my favorites, like Bubble Bobble and things like that. But yeah, unfortunately, that kind of sucked because my Nintendo was in great shape, good condition, and it was the one, that they bought for me. PJ, thanks for following me on Twitch, man. I'll have my alerts up too if I go over there. So yeah, crazy little. I've told this story once before, but yeah. That was the other thing about that time, too, is, we loved getting dropped off at the arcade. That was some of our funnest times, was going to the arcade. And even when, I didn't have the system yet. But, yeah, like I said, I was probably 5 years old when we got it, or 6 years old. It was 5 or 6. But I think it was the 80s, so it might have been 1989. But either way, it was sometime around that time. We got 8 minutes left on the show. Beat the clock. I will go over to Discord in a few minutes. If we stay on the air. But right now there's nobody on Discord really, so I don't know if there'll be anybody. But there might be if we hit that certain hour mark. But we're still going right now. We're still going. Nostalgic about Diablo 3 the same way that I was nostalgic about Diablo 2. It's funny because I spent so much time in the first 2 years of Diablo 3 wishing and wondering why it wasn't like Diablo 2. But now I love Diablo 3. And I don't play Diablo 2 as much at all. I almost never play it at all anymore. But I see them as different games. Like, they're just so different. But I'm happy that I have two different style versions of Diablo to play. It's weird. So I'm hoping this game does the same thing. As long as Diablo 3 can stay online. Because if they got rid of Diablo 3 from servers or something, and you couldn't play it anymore, that would be awful, because that game is fun how it is right now online with seasons. It's fun for about a week or two for a season, and then it's not fun anymore for like 2 months. And so I hope that they fix that about Diablo 3, because I'm hoping to play Diablo 4, and then at some points to take a break and play Diablo 3 still. Play the seasons of Diablo 3 still, and then go back to Diablo 4. I'm hoping for that. To be able to switch around with games. But if they made it similar to Diablo 3 or exactly like Diablo 3 or whatever, then I would just want to play that. I probably wouldn't switch. But if there's a difference. So I'm hoping for that hybrid of Diablo 2 meets Diablo 3 meets whatever new ideas they have and current ideas that other games have. It looks great, though. This game just looks awesome. And maybe Path of Exile still has a more like interesting darkness to it and grittiness to it. This has still that smoother Blizzard look, but that usually allows for better gameplay, I guess. So I think this game looks really good. Like it really does. Some people are like, "Oh, it looks like this is old," but that's only because Diablo 3 came out in 2012,
Robust character customization, because then I can play the fantasy that I want to play.
Oh yeah, baby. I'll play her. Look at that.
It allows you to switch around your playstyle as well.
Everything feels very powerful and fun.
One of the really cool things about having an open world is your journey that you take throughout Diablo 4.
There you go. There's your open world.
There's no linear path that you have to follow.
So there's no linear path to follow. That's usually, I guess, good, but it's also bad for me because, what I figured it out is because I have such ADD, I don't do well. Like, I'm terrible at WoW. I cannot play World of Warcraft. I just can't do it. I think that I probably could play WoW if I was on Adderall. Give me some Adderall. Who's got it? Bring it to my house. I just need some Adderall, bro. That's all I need. Oh, you want to play? Whoa. Oh, yeah, I want to play my fantasy. Getty Lee, what's your fantasy? My fantasy is my wife comes down There was one night where my wife was like, came down here in like this little silk thing that was like almost nothing, and she looked at me like that was one of the best nights of my life. I was sitting here, and I wasn't ending the show, and she was texting me like, "Aren't you gonna end the show? Aren't you gonna come upstairs?" And I'm like, I don't know, whatever, you know. And she came down here and was just looked at me like with this thing. I was like, it's amazing. There's nothing like that, man. So you want me to do that to you, Geddy Lee? You want me to put you want me to put panties on, Geddy Lee, and come to your house? Is that what you're saying to me? 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. This is the 4-minute warning of Beat the Clock Sunday night. By the way, I've been watching Kenobi. I don't mind it. Kenobi actually really reminds me of the prequels. Like, it really does remind me of the prequels. Like, there's some sloppy stuff. There's some dumb plot holy stuff. But, you know, I've actually liked Kenobi a little bit. I haven't minded it. And I hate the SJW stuff. I hate all the other bullshit and whatever else. I think it's a little pretentious at times, a little bit with the kids and some of the things. But I've enjoyed it. And, you know, honestly, my daughter has liked it. My daughter hates Star Trek, hates Star Wars stuff usually. She won't watch any of this stuff with me. But my daughter likes it because there's a little girl. Because of little Leah, my daughter likes it. And she watches it with me. So I'm like, all right, well, she's watching something Star with me. Star Wars, Star Trek. Oh, this is what she's watching. I'll take it. I think Kenobi is okay. I think it's just fun to see. I don't know. I think it's all right. It's not a problem. There might be some things that I'm missing that I don't realize that make it worse, you know, with lore and some things. I don't know. But for me, it's all right. And the Reva character, the girl that everybody was freaking out about, I think Disney overplayed that. I think Disney cried about racism and all this stuff that wasn't really there. And I think some people complained about her for no reason. She's not that great, but she's not that bad. It's just she's fine. It's like, if she has her own series, I don't know why. That's, to me, doesn't make any sense. I don't think she's that good of a character, but she's all right. She's not, and there's nothing to it. There's no, there never should have been hype or uproar over it. I think Disney created the uproar. Because, dude, I can show you DMs from people telling me to kill myself, saying that they're going to kill me and my family and everything. Like, big deal. I don't care. If some Hollywood actress who makes millions of dollars or whatever she makes, probably not, well, maybe, whatever she makes, I don't care if some people call her bad names. Because who knows who these people are? They call me bad names. They're just fake idiots. Most of them, it's all just fake, dude. And you're giving them attention. They say they're going to kill my family, my mother. Like, they say they call her the N-word or whatever they say. They're not real. Like, who cares? It's not real. That's why I don't go on Twitter posting everything going like, do you believe they said this? You know, because it's not real. It's like, it's not a real human. They just want attention, and you're just going to give them attention. That's why they're saying the most craziest shit. And now you're like, oh my God, look at, there are racists out there. Yeah, I'm sure the real racists are going out of their way to tell everybody. Like, it's like, nah, bro, they're just troll idiot. Maybe they are racist, but they're just troll idiots, if anything. You know, it's like, I think they made a big deal out of it to try to help their show. You know, and they didn't need to. And all it did was annoy people. It annoyed me. You know what I mean? 40 seconds left in the show. Or we're going over to Twitch. Is Bullfrog's niece in it? Yeah, she'll be playing a deranged whore. You know, I don't know. Hollywood, the biggest hypocrites ever. I agree. You know, there's real racism out there. There's poor kids. There's poor people, poor kids, and all kinds of other people going through all kinds of hell and craziness that are really dealing with stuff. You know, you getting a mean DM is like, who gives a shit? You know? Shit bomb! Especially from not a real person.
My fantasy is Shell, a midget, and Tub of Miracle Whip.
My fantasy is Shell and a midget and Tub of Miracle Whip. Mr. Pico Boulevard dropping $2. If it had been $5, it would have added 3 minutes to the show. But it would have had to been $5, man. It looks like we're going to be ending the show possibly when this donation finishes. Mr. Pico Boulevard did pause the clock, though, for a second. And right now, currently, if the show was to end, which it looks like it's going to, DrewBar100 is going to take home the Digital JCS Championship. And then I'll be jumping on Twitch, maybe. I'm not sure yet exactly what I want to do, but I think I'm gonna stay up on Twitch for a bit. What the hell did Leah text me? Oh yeah, I had to go up and yell at the kids real quick a minute ago. There's so much racism out there that the left has to fake it. Real racists hide under banner of being patriots. I don't know, man. Some people are. There can be. I don't know, man. I take that pretty seriously. That like a real racism. Like you got to be some kind of real crazy person to believe, to be that. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Beat the Clock has ended. The clock has not been beaten at this point. We beat it as long as we could beat it. Sounds like we're talking about jerking off. The show, 1 hour and 42 minutes long, it looks like. And in a minute, looks like we're going to head to Twitch. Let me see if I can get my Twitch up, first of all. Let's get Twitch up. I'll play a little Diablo. But yeah, like, I don't know. To me, it's like you got to be a bad person, probably, like pretty bad. Like you got to be getting up there, man. Like for racism, like you got to be, and it's a bit like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to be a really, I don't know. I guess like you got to be an actual racist, like somebody who really wants to like call people real bad names. It's not just calling people names. It's like you really live to hate people. Like actually. It's not like, oh, you said a bad word here or there, or, you did this or that here or there. It's got to be like legit that you're a fucking awful person and that you really think evil things about somebody else because of their color or what they look like or their race or religion or something. You need, and any religion can be targeted too. But like, I'm fine with making fun of everybody's religion, making fun of everybody's shit. I'm down with all that. I'm very down with that. But, when it comes to, let me see here. Hold on. Let me get my thing going. I'm going to do my thing. Do your fucking thing. But that's me. Let me see if I can get my, what's loyalty? Giveaways, contest, leaderboard. Ooh, we got a leaderboard now on Stream Elements. Trying to get let me get my tip jar up for if this works. I don't even know if this works. Tribalism is lame. Yeah, no doubt about it, man. I'm very open world as far as that goes. Dude, I'm so obsessed with different things that's why I love. Like, I really love different shit. Like I if I don't have that, why isn't the alerts working? I don't get this. King of Extreme, thanks for following me. Pat, thank you for following me. And Juan Espinoza, thank you for following me again as well. And Ghetto Crusader became a Prime member. Thank you. Why is it not playing? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on. What is this? I don't know what's up with this. Let me see.
Yeah. Smoke weed every day.
I don't get it. I don't get why the URL isn't playing. This has been doing this for days. I don't know why my Stream Elements is doing this. It's like it's alerting over here, but not over there. I don't know what's up with that. See, it's not popping up there. Why is it not doing it?
Every day.
What the fuck is going on? I don't get it.
Smoke weed every day.
It should be popping up here. What the fuck? It's been broken for like days. It pops up there, but not on my screen. Sorry to do this live on the show, but I got to do it, so got to fix it. We're going to be going live on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/EvilSpectrum3. Why? I don't get it. Let me try it again. Save. I don't get it.
Smoke weed every day.
I don't get it. How can this not work? How the fuck can this not show up when it... How can it not show this web page?
Smoke weed every day.
It's got to be... Maybe it's something with... What the fuck is going on, dude? Why isn't it showing up? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I am so lost right now. Why is this not working? It's always worked before, man. I don't know why it's not working now. I don't know what's going on. Reapply the alert box to the YouTube stream. I did. I think I did. That's why I said some people are racist. I don't think every Trump supporter, but I do feel politics sometimes cover up. Sometimes some people are covering up certain things. Or sometimes, you know what it is? Sometimes people are prejudiced and they don't realize that they are a bit or whatever. Or you think everything that they're doing is kind of for a reason and it might not be. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of, sort of things. I think. Dude, I have no idea what's up with this. This is real weird. Let me try one more thing. Let's try this one last thing. Oh, shit.
Smoke weed every day.
I mean, that kind of did it. No, that's playing the video. That's like the link to the video playing. What the fuck? That's weird, dude. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know, man. This is very strange. This is... Guys, I'm so lost on why this is difficult now. Didn't used to be like this. Well, I'll just have to screen cap it. And it won't look very good, but I don't know, I'll just have to screen cap it. I don't know. I'll just have to screen cap it. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I've never seen that. It not work for some reason. So we'll just have to screen cap it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Bear with me while I get this thing rolling. It's so weird. Am I live yet? No, I gotta go live. Hold on. I'm probably gonna have to connect all my shit. Oh, man. Do. You know, there's going to be another Diablo season coming already. I can't believe how long it's been now. That's crazy. I'm basically just trying to I'm going to hang out here for a few more minutes, so I still stay on YouTube for a few more Sith, but you know, one of the big reasons is, you know, I need to sort of get my numbers alive a little bit. I need to keep my partners, not my partner, but whatever the fuck I have status on Twitch, you know, I got to kind of keep that. So that we talked about some other things. So yeah, I want to, you know, try to keep that status. So that's a big thing. That's a big reason why I want to stream right now on Twitch. So we are live on Twitch right now. If you guys want to come over and check that out, that'd be sick. It's been a while since I've been on Twitch. I think this link works. I think that works. Hopefully it does. Let's see. Yep, I even got a commercial for myself. So yeah, jump over there if you'd like to. All the donation things work the same pretty much. So except we get cheers and bits over there. Let's see here. Let me put out a tweet. You guys can help me get my Twitch numbers back up. I used to stream on Twitch, man, and we'd always have 50 to 100 viewers. It was great. So come on over. And we'll hang out. I'll talk about weird stuff, whatever. Wayne is in the chat. Juan Espinoza. Whoa, first time ever chatting. Is that really your first time chatting? I feel like you've been over on Twitch before. It says that, though. I don't know. Got a cool little sword there. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Swear to God, you've been over there before. Probably going to head off of YouTube in a few minutes. What up, SITH NEGAN? SITH NEGAN is the #1 donator everywhere. He's the #1, the most bits ever donated on Twitch. It's a crazy amount. I want to say it's over $2,000. It's over $3,000 with like 27,000 bits. What was the record? I don't remember anymore. Do you remember, guys? Does anybody remember Sith's record for bits? It's like 20,000 or something, Sith. What was it? You probably know. I probably forgot already because that's, you know me. But it's something. It's the record. I know that. Whatever it is. I probably have it. I have it screenshotted somewhere though. I know that because I always screenshot that. But it is a wild. It's a hell of a record, man. It's a hell of a damn record. We'll see here. Oh shit. What is wrong with this thing? I don't know what the hell is wrong with this thing, man, but it's so jacked up, it's almost unbelievable. Let's see. Oh shit, dude, Afro Man just dropped bits. He dropped some hard bits. Let's see. Thank you, Afro Man. What's going on, dude? Again, I don't know why it's not showing up everything, but Afro Man, what up?
From main 8472 cheered Dex 500.
Damn! I don't know why these alerts are fucked and they're not working right. But Afro Man, thank you for 500 bits, man. Holy crap. We haven't seen bits in a long time. Afro Man. Let me see. All right, let's shrink me down. Shrink me down to there. And then we'll cut the screen a little bit. Open this up a little bit more. Thank you, Afro Man. Oh shit, Mr. Kincaid dropping bits too.
Mr. Kincaid cheered X100. Hey Joe, who do you think will win the cup?
I'm going with the Lightning. I don't know, man. I think the Lightning are going to win again. I really do. Looks like you need to add an alert box on that scene in the new web browser source. I thought I did. I thought it's in there. I don't know. I'm retarded, Colonel Stutters. Get wet. Yo, there's a hype train going. We got a hype train going. Shit, Twitch is going off right now. Oh, shit. Dude, Twitch is going off right now. Incoming hype train. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. Dude, Twitch is going off. We got 22 people on Twitch already. Thank you guys for coming over to Twitch, man. Thank you. It's been a while. King of FX Extreme says Colorado in 7. Damn. What the hell is a hype train? That's funny. It's been a while since I played Diablo on here. Look at my character, man. We got these cool wings for downloading Diablo Immortal. Check out the wings, man. Drew Bar is the top dono. We'll put him up here. Put him up there, right on the top there. Big topical man. Oh, shit, 100% on the hype train. Oh, shit, 100%. Whoa!
Up in space. There's something going on up in this place. There's something weird gotta happen in space.
Real Lewis money! 1,000 bits!
What the fuck is happening? Aliens, extraterrestrials, they gave me a shot. Nanotechnology. I'm not me. You're not you. La la la. I'm fucking crazy.
Wow.
Split personality. Scott McKinnon. La, la, la,
wow, people are getting crazy on Twitch. Thank you, man. Real Lewis money. Cheered 1,000 bits. Damn, bro. You know what's funny is I haven't been on Twitch in so long that I haven't gotten a paycheck from Twitch in like 5 months. And they don't send you a paycheck unless you hit $100. So unless we destroy tonight, I may not see that for like 3 months. I better stream every day on Twitch to get that money. I didn't think about that. What up, man? Lewis Money dropping the bits. Yeah, I don't know why the I don't know, I dropped an alert box, so that's the crazy thing. I put an alert box in here. Like there's an alert box. Oh shit.
Swiss Zero just resubscribed for 37 months.
Whoa!
Yay. Another month, another $3. Hope everyone has a great night. Smiley face, heart, Switzerland.
Damn. Joe J Swiss, 37 months. Thank you, J Swiss. What's up, dude? How have you been? 37 months, dude. That's nuts. Oh, man. Thank you. That's crazy. This guy wants to be my friend. I don't know who he is, but he wants to be my friend, man. Thank you guys for the sick hype trains. Thank you, Jay Swiss. I hope I have a good night too. No, I might. I hope you have a good night. We're gonna shut it down on YouTube, I think. Philadelphia is shittier than a toilet. Wow, that's crazy. Colorado in 6 games says really mysterious. 400,000 bits, Sith Negan. Well, no, that's the total all time. But I meant like in one session. Didn't you drop like? Isn't the highest amount you dropped in one session like 40,000 or something? Didn't you drop 40 or 50,000 bits in a session? I know that like the all time like you've dropped over 400,000 bits, which is nuts. That's a record. But I think the other record is at one time, I believe as well. I think. Guys, if you have Amazon Prime, you can use your free Amazon Prime to subscribe to me on Twitch, and I get $3 a month, and it doesn't cost you anything if you have Amazon Prime. Give it a try if you'd like to. There's my Twitch, guys. I'm going to head off of YouTube. Wizard and Witch Doctor are good. I mean, yeah, they're all right. I'm always a DH in D3. Come on over for a little bit on Twitch if you guys want to hang out some more. Everybody on YouTube, thank you to Sith Negan, Really Mysterious, and Drew Bar, and everybody who's been modding. We'll continue over on Twitch right now. Twitch.tv/EvilSpectrum3. And Drew Bar currently is the JCS Digital Champion with the $50 bomb. We'll call it a bomb tonight, baby. Thank you for hanging out on a Sunday night. See you on Twitch. Sith Negan is God.